Hello, everyone. This is the NWA Podcast. I'm here with my dad.
Hey, everybody. I'm Dr. Something or Other. Thank you, Mr. Rotella, for the new name. I even pulled my doctoral tam out from the closet for you, sir. I hope you like it. If I should keep wearing it, let me know.
So today I want to talk about one of my favorite wrestlers, Thunder Rosa. So I also want to give her a big thank you because she followed me back.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa, if you're watching this, I can't tell you how this kid ran around the house when you followed her, when you wrote back to her in private message. She was off the wall. She was off the wall.
Okay, so as you know, Thunder Rosa is a professional wrestler and an amazing MMA fighter.
Yes.
Thunder Rosa is one of the best wrestlers in NWA Power, in my opinion. What do you think about that?
Oh, she's fantastic. You know, she's with that group with Melina and Marty Bell. You know, we keep this between us. I think she's really the standout of the group, and she's showing a lot of potential, and the moves she makes, the way she wrestles, I think is absolutely great. What do you think?
I think she is very talented, and she's also a, not professional, well, maybe professional, martial artist.
She is a professional martial artist. Yep, MMA. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So she has many accomplishments, like the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling belt, and the East Bay Pro Wrestling belt too, or title. So she has many belts or titles.
Yeah, she's a champion, that's for sure.
She has many more, but those are just two that I found.
Okay, great. So you've done your research on her.
Yes.
Awesome. Very cool.
What do you think, what do you think of her work? Not her not work, but
the way she wrestles?
Yeah, her moves.
I think she's a very good tactical wrestler. I think she's able to see her opponent's weaknesses, and she takes advantage of those. So she really does
Vox?
Yes, and she does her, I think she does her research, so she's able to tell, what her opponent's weaknesses are, and she takes advantage of those, which is what any good wrestler would do. Agreed.
Yeah. So you said you wanted to talk about some of the belts.
The title belts, yes.
Yes.
We're going to get into that now? Are you ready for that? Are you sure? Okay. So first of all, we know Sweet Charlotte's at 10 pounds of gold, Nick Aldis. We love that belt. That's the championship belt. As far as we're concerned, that's the championship.
The match for that was very interesting with Tim Storm and Nick Aldis.
Yes. Go ahead. Go.
Honestly, I thought Tim Storm was gonna win because he honestly got the best of Nick Aldis, but then he pulled it off. When I'm pretty sure Tim Storm went to
Well, he hit the low blow when
yeah.
Baby Hebner wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Brian Hebner. And listen, I'm going to take her for a second here. If you're listening to this, Brian Hebner, and I know I tweeted you about this before, your dad, Earl, was my hero when I was a kid, okay? I wanted to be Earl Hebner. My parents bought me the referee outfit and everything, all the matches with Hulk, and I wanted to be Earl Hebner. So please, Brian, if you're listening to this, let your dad know that we're huge fans, and I wanted to be him when I was a kid.
Okay. So, when Nick Aldis, I'm pretty sure Tim Storm went to pin him when Nick Aldis, instead of, reversed it, he pinned it and got the best of Tim Storm. Because Tim Storm didn't know that he was going to do that.
Yes. So, Aldis took the championship, and will retain the championship, and Tim Storm can't go for the championship anymore. And you, I know, stand with Aldous. You stand with Camille and with his faction there.
Yep.
And there's been some heat for that because people... Yes, and people, people like Tim Storm and the things he's done. I know you like Tim Storm.
Yes.
You like him as well.
Mama Storm.
And Mama Storm, yep. We send our Merry Christmas and our love. That's very good, our love to Mama Storm. But why do you stand with Aldous? There's been some heat about that.
Well, because I find him very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he is very, very good at wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably also one of my favorite wrestlers, along with Camille.
Yep.
And I just really like him for some reason. Yeah.
And you still like Camille. I know we talked about this before, even though she said nope. She don't want to talk to you and wish you Merry Christmas. You wrote back to her and she realized what a good kid you are. So what do you want to say to Camille if she's watching this? That's hi, that's it. Okay. That's fine. So let's get back to the television title, and first of all, I think that's a absolutely beautifully designed belt. One of the best that I've ever seen. Now the question for me is, and I know you don't know much about belts, that's more about what I talk about. Mm-hmm. The side plates on there, they have the ABC logo. CBS, yep. And they have the old school NBC logo. Mm. But I'm wondering, are they going to put a YouTube logo on there since a lot of
podcasts happening. And they put all their we watch their not podcasts, we watch their
shows.
Yeah, yep. Shows mm-hmm. on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find the word.
That's right. So everything's on YouTube. So are we going to see a YouTube side plate? What are we doing here?
We watch from YouTube.
Yeah, well, everybody watches from YouTube. So are we going to see a YouTube side plate, or what's going to happen? That is a beautifully designed belt, and we love that. That's going to be very exciting to see who gets that belt in the future. So what else did you have on your list?
So I also wanted to talk about the tag team, Melina.
Oh.
And Marty Bell and Thunder Rosa.
Okay, so Marty Bell, Thunder Rosa, and Melina. Melina was a big surprise coming to the NWA, and Marty Bell, who we know was a line of Allison Kay, is now with this other faction. So go ahead.
So Melina, I really like her. I think the tag team is perfect. So I remember the show when Marty Bell went to the dark side. Basically.
The dark side? You love Thunder Rosa. What do you mean the dark side? All I hear about from this kid is, I love Thunder Rosa. I want to hear from Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa wrote back to her. This kid was running around the house like nothing, like crazy. Wait a minute, the dark side. Are you with the dark side? Is that what you're telling me?
Possibly.
Oh, jeez. Other fathers out there, you gotta help me. What am I gonna do here? She's with the dark side.
So,
go ahead.
I remember the show where Marty Bell shook Thunder Rosa's hand.
Yep.
So she did that once, and Marty Bell was like, no. Because I remember when Allison Kay came out to talk to Marty Bell, because Marty Bell was supposedly using the show as Dr. Phil.
Yes.
And so Allison Kay came out and said, stop using the show like it's Dr. Phil. Mm-hmm. And then Thunder Rosa came out and pushed Allison Kay into the ring, and then started beating her up. And then Marty Bell joined in, and then they Thunder Rosa put her hand out like that, and Marty Bell went
Yep, that's when they joined their allegiance.
Joined forces.
Yep.
So, what do you think about Marty Bell and the tag team, really?
Well, I think they're a very strong faction. It was interesting to see the other day how Marty Bell and the two Melina and Thunder Rosa reacted, because they were looking for someone to help them, and Melina was yelling at Marty Bell backstage, so that was kind of interesting, how there's going to be maybe some problems with those two. or I should say with that faction. But it's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, hopefully they stay together.
Hopefully,
they're one of the best female tag teams.
And I know you like that. Yes,
probably the best.
Yes,
in my opinion.
Yep. Well, I know you love them, and they're pretty great. But we'll see what happens with them. How about Ricky Starks? I know he's another guy you like.
Yes. Well, I find him very Mr. Perfect, his outfits and
Mr. Perfect. Wow. How'd you know about Mr. Perfect? That's my generation. That's pretty good. We'll see if he can spit the gum and do it right out of the stand up on the turnbuckles like Mr. Perfect used to do. That's pretty good. I like that.
So, because he the gold chain and his robes, he's kind of he not petty, but he looks like somebody who would be
We get you. Okay.
And ooh.
Because he's challenging for the TV title.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He went against, question mark.
Yes.
Pretty sure he went against
Monrovia. And we know what happened there, right?
Yes.
Yes. So.
Very interesting.
Very interesting with that. And I know we had posted something earlier. I had bought her some stuff, and I had told her, well, you know what, you're going to have to pay me for it. Of course, obviously not. She's 10 years old, but I told her there's going to be a lot of tax on it. And she looked at me and says, you know what? She says, I bet you're going to try to charge me the Mongrovian tax on that. Right?
Yes.
But
that was not goodwill.
Yeah, I know. So we like that. Her mother, well, she's a black belt in Kempo Karate. Her mom, my wife, is a black belt in Kempo Karate.
No, she's a brown belt.
She's a brown belt? Oh, well, don't tell her that. I didn't know that. So,
You're probably watching the thing.
No,
after it posted,
don't tell her that. So she's a brown belt, or brown black belt, whatever she is. So she's close to being black belt, okay? We're not going to tell anybody that. No. And, I always offer them. I say, listen, I will come to your dojo. I'm more than happy to show you Mongrovian, whatever it is, karate. Mongrovian
karate. But she keeps denying for some reason.
But she won't let me do it. She will not let me do it.
We need question mark himself to teach us.
I think we need the question mark to come to her dojo and her mom's dojo and to teach Mongrovian karate to them. If you're watching this question mark, talk to us. We need you to come in. We need you to help us here. So she gets upset with me because I always tell her I'm going to teach her Mongrovian karate. I'm going to show her the things to do. So that's what we're looking at. Again, very raw video here. We're just walking around, so nothing professional what we do. But question mark again, if you're watching this, we can use you in the dojo. Aaron Stevens, we can use you too.
Let's talk about them.
Yeah. With the Mongrovian karate.
He thinks he's a black belt with 3 stripes.
Listen, he's not only a black belt with 3 stripes.
He has a belt with 3 stripes.
He's the national champion with 3 stripes. That's right.
On his belt.
On his belt. That's it. So he's all set. He's ready to go.
Yes. Now, what do you think of them together? Do you think they're a good match? Question mark and Aaron Stevens?
I think they are. It's interesting, though, to see, I absolutely love, Aaron raises his hand, he gets all the boos, and then question mark raises his hands, he gets all the yays. And, of course, Aaron thinks they're for him, but we know they're not. Yeah, I think they're a good team, but the question mark, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, NWA kid, he needs Dave Lagana and all the people at NWA, Billy and Maureen. He needs to be the NWA television champion. Mm-hmm. He's got to beat everybody. You got to put him over. He's a question mark.
He's well. I can't believe that Nick Aldis is trying to go for the television title.
I forgot about that. But wait a minute. You stand with Aldis. So what are you talking about there? You can't believe that. Camille's going to come to our house. What are you going to do? Wait a minute. You can't say stuff like that. You want Aldous to have 2 belts?
Yes, but I'm surprised he's going for the other belt.
Listen, NWA people, okay? She stands with Aldous, and I do too. I don't believe the whole 2 belt thing, but she does. So if you're all against it, you got to come find her, not me, because. So you think he should have both belts?
I do, but I'm just surprised he's going for it.
Really? Why? Why?
I don't know. I'm just like I never knew he was gonna go for it because I don't know. He has a belt.
So
he has a world champion, heavyweight champion belt.
So do you think that they should go for the tag team titles too?
Yes.
His whole faction should have everything?
Yes.
See, I'm a little more old school with the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, yes, I think they beat the Dawsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they beat the Dawsons in the match.
But I honestly think that Rock and Roll Express, who are the 9-time, I'm getting in frame there. Let me call them back a little bit. 9-time NWA Tag Team Champions, which is just, absolutely historical.
I mean, I really can't choose who I wanted more because I like the Rock and Roll Express, but I do like the Wild Cards.
I gotta go Rock and Roll Express on that one.
Wild Card.
Hey, listen, you listen. I know you stand with Aldous, you stand with buddy. Even though Camille was a little angry to you, a little nasty to you, you and her smoothed it over. So for Camille, you're watching this, I know the 2 of you smoothed it over. But she and because you did that, she's with you guys, ride or die all the way, right?
Yep.
All right. So, before we finish up, anything you want to add? So I know we want to again thank Adam Rotella and Gary Horn, right?
All of this, that's why I have this much support. I have because of Gary Horn and Adam Rotella.
Exactly.
So just a big thank you to you guys.
At their podcast, you guys got to check it out. They're
amazing.
Fantastic. They're
this
amazing.
Is the NWA Podcast.
Absolutely.
We will put it in the description.
Yep, we'll put everything down there so you can check it. And Adam Rotella, Dr. Something or other, he called me. That's why I had to pull
it's 2 people.
That's why I had to pull the doctoral tam out
He is my
for
dad.
you. Look,
he is the doctor and the dad.
That's Dr. Dad. That's what.
He thought it was 2 different people.
That's why I got everything pulled out for you today. You have no idea how long it took me to find this thing and how uncomfortable it is. But for you, Mr. Rotella, for you, I wore it. You can put it on. There you go. Dr. Kid right there. So we put that on for you. You guys have been awesome to us, so we don't know how to thank you. You've been great. All of Twitter supporting Nicoletta, the NWA Kid, with what she's done. NWA followers, NWA talent. And that's one of the things we said, the NWA talent. It is amazing how we get in contact with you guys, right?
In the Awesome AJ or AJ Awesome. Or
Yep.
The
AJ Awesome, yep.
Yeah.
And how we get in contact with all the NWA talent. You guys write back to her.
Wants to do a collab.
That's, yep. And the NWA talent, how you guys, you get back to her. You write to her with the private messages.
I'm still so surprised.
That makes her, she goes crazy, right?
I'm still so, like, in shock that Thunder Rosa actually followed me back.
Yep. And then she wrote to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thunder Rosa, I can't tell you how you made this kid's day, year, whatever, when you wrote back you wrote back to her. She was literally jumping up and down, so excited of everything that happened, and she was so happy. So happy of everything that happened. All right. Anything else? Any yelling in the background, that's my wife and the kid upstairs.
There's 4 people and like 50 dogs in this house.
Yeah, not 50 dogs. We have 3 cats and 3 dogs. Stop it. Don't lie to the people. Psst, psst. Oh, we got one here. We got Penny. Here's Penny.
Can I take her?
You want to say, Penny, you want to say hi to everybody?
Say hi to Thunder Rosa. Because Thunder Rosa did actually subscribe, she said.
Mm-hmm. That's Penny. All right, so anything else you want to say coming up with NWA? We hope to do our next podcast for the next Power on Tuesday. We're both on holiday break until Thursday, so we'll do a few to then. That's why we're a lot on Twitter. Obviously, she's 10 years old, so if you tweet her after like 9 o'clock, she's not going to answer you because she's got to be in bed because Daddy needs to sleep too.
Or I'll stay up by. I don't have Twitter on my phone. We do it together because he wants to do it together.
Yes.
I totally understand because I understand. I'm a 10-year-old kid with Twitter, so.
That's it. Oh, you're getting...
Oh, bye.
Where's it? Well, gotta put the sound right. All right, there we go. All right, so we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Again, shout out to Adam Rotella and Gary Horn for all you've done with us.
Shout out to Thunder Rosa too.
Thunder Rosa for all you've done for us. Dave Lagana, we hope you follow her because she loves NWA, and we want to thank you all for everything you've done. I looked at pastry chef. Hold on. Figure this out. And the NWA community has been so great to us. We thank you so much. She's the NWA kid. I'm at Dr. DG
Dr. G.
DRGPAC. It's a mouthful. Don't worry about it.
Dr. G. Pack.
Yep, Dr. DR Pack. But as
We'll put it in the
likes to call me
description.
Dr. something or other, we'll put in the description. That's
we'll put
right.
our Twitters and... Yeah, we'll put our Twitters in the description.
Yeah.
And Adam Rotellers and Gary Horns, too.
Yep.
And their podcasts.
She's a lot better at this than I am.
And their YouTube links, so we'll put it down below.
Awesome. So we're going to thank you all for joining us here. We hope you all had a very great holiday. Happy holidays. If we don't post before the new year, we hope
Happy
you all...
New Year?
We hope you all had a very happy and healthy New Year.
When is the New Year?
Are you for real?
Yes.
January 1st.
Ah, is it? Cool.
You go to school, right?
Yes. I don't know what the date is. We've been on break. I don't keep track of the days on break.
Oh.
You know that. Or the time. Like, it could be 12 o'clock right now, and I don't know.
It's not 12 o'clock. You'd be in bed, trust me. Any parents out there, you'd know if this was recorded 12 o'clock, she'd be in bed. All right, so we want to thank everybody. We love all of you, and we hope you continue to support our podcast.
And we deeply appreciate it.
And obviously, we deeply appreciate it. This is the first one we've done via video. For her Christmas presents, she's asked for some microphones and some recording stuff. So hopefully our next ones won't be as rudimentary as these are. But again, we thank you.
That's why we're speaking so loud.
That's why we're speaking so loud. And you might hear dogs barking in the background. You might hear other stuff because we're just kind of going at this filming with our iPad. So again,
it's raw footage.
So again,
I'm just walking around.
Especially Mr. Rotella, let me know, should I keep wearing my doctoral tam in these videos? What should we do? And let us know what kind of content you want to see. But for now, I am Dr. Something or Other, Dr. Greg.
And I am the NWA kid.
And we hope to see you soon. Happy holidays, and we love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.